What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Boost Feed. If you might have seen, I recently just went to California to pick up my 06 STI. It was a hell of a drive. We flew out there Sunday morning, about an 18-hour drive back. The car did just fine. We drove in 100-degree weather, no hiccups at all. The car was great, but that was just a video. That was just a video of me picking it up, driving it home. So today we're actually gonna go into an in-depth interview of my 06 STI. So here it is. This is my 2006 STI. The car has about 133,000 miles on it, maybe 134, 135. And when we picked it up, it was sitting at about 133, but the whole trip itself was about 1,300 miles. There's no wing, which is kind of sad. I feel like every STI should have a wing, but you know, you can buy one, you can buy an STI trunk, or you can just buy, you know, like a rep wing, I guess you could say. But they do exist, and I think I'll probably get one at some point because, you know, I feel like every STI has to have a wing, especially this generation. They just look so good. This thing is super clean, especially for its age. I went and washed it. The paint looks good. You know, with it being a 13-year-old car, so there are a few things. As you can tell, it is missing these rear, I don't even know what you call these. They're kind of like, obviously not over flares or fender flares, but whatever you call these. It's missing that on both sides. He said they just came off on the freeway while he was driving. So not a huge problem, but I can easily just buy another set. I think you can even buy them paint corrected too. This sticker needs to go. I'll just easily just get a razor blade, just scratch it off. Not a big deal. But this is the interior, the classic blue seats. The guy took great care of us. There's one thing, the dash has it's almost like paint splatter on it. I'm really not sure what happened. I was gonna ask him, but I was just too excited, and I meant to, I just kind of forgot. But I was too excited, I was just doing it, I was ready. But this is the interior. The guy we bought it from took great care of it. He took great care of us as well. He actually got the car fully detailed, interior and exterior, before we bought it, so that we had a clean car to take home. He also got an inspection and an oil change on it to make sure that the car would be okay for the drive home. Very nice of him. We did not ask him to do that. Super nice guy. He told us every dent, every scratch, where everything came from. He was super upfront. Everything that he knew, he told us. Now, there's really not a whole lot of things wrong with the car. I would say there's really nothing. There is a South Bend Stage 2 clutch. He said it's good for about 500 horsepower, which in that case being, it's pretty aggressive. It's kind of hard to drive. I think I'm still just in the middle of getting used to it, so not a big deal. I'm still trying to get used to it. It is pretty hard. Getting into first gear is pretty difficult, but I almost stalled it a few times at a light. I think it's just a matter of me getting used to it. But this is the interior. Seats are super well taken care of. Steering wheel is super clean. It's not super grungy and dirty. Center console, everything's clean. It's got the manual diff controller. Comes with that factory boost gauge. Everything's super clean. But now let's take a look under the hood. So here it is. Obviously this is the EJ257. It's a 2.5 liter block. This thing is kind of a unicorn. It's nearly fully stock. Most cars in this price range and in this age are, you know, beat up, tons of mods done on it. Stage 2 Plus, upgraded turbo, 85, all that. But this thing's not. This thing's basically bone stock. You can see stock airbox, stock intercooler, stock downpipe, stock suspension. The only mods done on the car is a catback, but it's strange. It's not even a real catback. It sounds really good, but it's not even meant for this car. I wanted an exhaust that sounded aftermarket, but still had the factory feel, so same pressure, that kind of stuff. So this exhaust is actually off of, I believe, a Mustang GT, or it's not off of, but it's for a Mustang GT that he retrofitted to the car. It's definitely super low key, but sounds really good. It sounds really good, even though it's really not meant for this car. It still sounds fantastic. It pops, backfires just a tiny bit. I believe there is a small resonator, and maybe there might be 2 resonators. I'm really not sure. I haven't really looked at it fully. It does sound pretty good. Of course, I'll be upgrading it soon. I don't know, I need to gain some money. I just spent all my money on this thing, so I need to build up. But it looks so good. The guy took great care of it. He took great care of us too. I feel like this thing really is kind of a unicorn. It's so hard to find STIs in this condition, being so well maintained. Really a fully stock motor, no modifications, nothing like that. Never been tuned. Super clean interior, clean seats, clean door cards, clean steering wheel. Pretty much everything stock shift knob. There's really been nothing modified to this car. Now, with that being that there's really nothing done to this car, I guess that means it's my job, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I didn't really want to buy someone else's build. I love doing things myself. When I start getting the funds and everything starts coming in, I will be putting an exhaust system on it. I'll be doing some stuff. I don't want to disclose everything yet. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. It's going to be great. If you can tell in the last video where we flew to California, when I was driving it for the first time, I was just in shock. It's obviously not that fast. Like, there's obviously cars that are way faster than it, but compared to my O2 Bug-Eye, it's way quicker, it's way smoother, the transmission's so much better. I love everything about it. It's overall just so clean. He also gave us an extra set of pads, winter floor mats. There's a plastic skid plate for under the engine bay. He also gave us a set of blue floor mats. So right now, as you can tell, there is the stock black STI floor mats, already kind of dirty, you know. They did go on a 18-hour road trip, so can't really blame it. That's okay, always can be vacuumed, of course. I couldn't be more happy with it. Oh, I forgot to mention, he also gave us an extra pair of mud flaps. As you can tell, there's one in the front, one in the rear, one in the front, and not one in the rear. He hit a raccoon, and the raccoon actually tore off that rear mud flap. So not a big problem, but he made the insurance company get him a whole nother set of mud flaps. So that's good for me. I can always throw them on, or even just use one of them to throw on that rear since it's missing. So I'll definitely do that someday or at some point. Right now, I'm still kind of in shock. I'm still just trying to enjoy the car for what it is right now. And then once I get the funds, or once I feel like it, I'll actually start doing full modifications and see what the car can do. I hope you guys are ready for content, because it will be coming, no doubt. I'm gonna be doing so much content for this car. I literally just wanna wake up and drive it. Thank you guys for checking in. Thank you guys for checking it out. If you haven't seen my last video about me flying to California to pick it up, make sure to check that out. It's a good video. I put a lot of effort and a lot of time into making it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm glad you guys checked it out. Make sure you guys stay tuned. It's gonna be a fun ride. Thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time.